Every good detective needs a partner to support them on important cases. Think of a State Farm agent like your sidekick, there to help you along the way in your search for coverage. State Farm can help you choose the coverage you need, whether it's for your home, car, boat, or even RV. With so many options, it's nice knowing you have help finding what fits for you so you can get back to solving all of life's bigger cases. Go to statefarm.com or use the award-winning app to connect with a local agent and get a quote. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hi, Ryan Reynolds here for Mint Mobile. Are you looking for a beach read this summer? May I suggest your big wireless bill? It's got suspense, mystery, a slightly flat, emotional arc, and a shocking twist where you realize you've been overpaying the entire time. Fortunately, though, Mint's story is better. Every plan, $15 a month. Even unlimited. That's it. Happy ending. Zero tears. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/save.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
Hey, weirdos. I'm Alaina.
I'm Ash.
And this is So Morbid.
This one's morbid as poop.
This one is one of those that's like high-level morbid.
All of the morbid qualities.
Exactly. And more. That's right. It's going to be crazy, so hang on to your bouteilles, everybody.
Fasten your seatbelts. Let's go for a ride.
And before we jump into this crazy-ass, terrible case, we have a couple of business things to attend to. I was trying to come up with a better word than things, but that's the only thing that came to my mind.
Yeah. We have a few business things. So let's talk to you about it is hard and I'm fucking tired. So let's talk to you about our live shows.
Let's do it.
First, we are going to be at the Gramercy in like fucking 4 minutes, basically.
Yeah, basically, after we record this, we're just going to be on stage.
That's wrong. But
no, it is. But
we have a
it
few
feels
weeks,
like it.
But I'm pooping my pants every day until then. Don't worry, not my fancy pants.
Nope. Not pooping in those.
After that, we're going to be in Philly and DC in April.
We sure are.
Yep. And then in May, we're heading over to Alabama. And I would like to apologize because I left out.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just Roll Tide, baby. It's War Eagles.
No, War Eagle.
Oh, fuck me.
Just War Eagle.
War Eagle.
Singular Eagle.
One eagle. He has no Cub Scouts.
And also, we wanted to say, thanks so much for everybody being so cool about telling us that, except for that one asshole who gave us a 4-star review because we didn't say War Eagle.
That's ridiculous. That has nothing to do with my podcast.
That's not cool.
Eat my butt.
So everyone else was super cool about it. So War Eagle and Roll Tide.
War Eagle, Roll Tide, balls, foots, in your ass.
Except for that one person.
Yes. Fuck you. Anyways, back to business. Oh, my belt is over there. Sorry. I was looking for that belt when I got dressed this morning. Fuck.
And there it is.
In the laundry room. I don't even live here.
The laundry room.
Don't edit that out. That was kind of funny.
I sure won't.
So yeah, we're going to Alabama. We're going to Nashville.
We're going to Crime Con.
We're going to Crime Con.
In Orlando.
May is going to be wild.
Yeah. Guys, come to Crime Con. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be the titties.
Everyone cool is going to be there. And us.
And me. All the cool people.
All the cool people plus
and us.
So it's worth it.
That's it for live shows, yeah?
Yeah, that's it for live shows so far.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Maybe we have a big announcement tomorrow.
And just, stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned.
And also, if you want to go to CrimeCon, use our code Morbid2020 and you can get some shit. I'm not really sure what you get, but do it. Because it'll be great.
Could get some shit. It's like Christmas. You don't know what shit you're getting, but then you get it, and the shit's fucking merry.
And the shit's awesome. It's going to be merry, yeah.
It's merry and bright. Fuck.
It certainly is. This is going to be... We're going to be punchy up until the time when we start this awful case. So
yeah.
Let us get it out now.
I just ripped my jeans more than they were already ripped. Because I just put my hand in the rip.
Because you're uncomfortable. Because you know what case is coming up.
Yeah. And I'm cold.
So yeah, all those fun live shows, go on morbidpodcast.com, and I have all of the live shows listed out. I'll be adding them as they come because we're gonna get more.
I hope.
And make sure you click on the links. It'll bring you right to the ticket sites for each show where you can buy the tickets. do it. It's going to be awesome. I promise you'll have fun. If you don't, you can write me a strongly worded email and I'll delete it. So, yeah, do we have anything else?
She made a motion to. She literally whipped her hand back and then pushed it forward with a button and
Big
hit
old delete button.
Hit the fake delete.
That fake giant delete button.
While you're over on our website, check out our merch, buy some shit.
Yeah.
John touches the stuff and sends it out to you.
He does.
So
It's got John DNA on it. So
John just took a DNA test. He's gonna send you your merch.
yeah. And also Patreon Patronuses.
Babies.
You listening, Patronuses? You listening over there?
Hey, you.
Hey, Patronuses.
Hey.
We got a big announcement coming next week, so stay tuned. And we're also working on a bonus episode, but before we give you your bonus episode, we're going to have a giant announcement. So just
Huge motherfucking announcement.
keep an eye out. Things are about to get way better. So
Far better.
So hang on tight. And yeah, I think without further ado, I think that was all the business we had to attend to, right?
Yeah, let's talk about horrible things. Ready, set, go.
So tonight's case is one that I'm sure a lot of people know about or have at least heard of, the case of Polly Klaas. This one's a real downer. After I knew this case, but reading it again and like researching thoroughly through it, I felt like very few I don't know if this is gonna make me sound like a terrible person, but after researching cases, like I'll feel like sometimes I'm like, wow, that was a bummer. Mm-hmm. But like very few like actually make me feel sick and like
yeah, no, I get
I
that.
need to like step away and like hug my kids and stuff. Like this is one of those. It just like really makes you feel sick.
100%.
And I think because this is such an invasion of privacy and an invasion of safety and comfort, this whole case, that, and you'll know when we get to it. So let's start off. This is the first case that really utilized the internet in real time to like document the case.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
This is the first time when it really became a thing. So this revolves around Polly Hannah Klaas. She was born January 3rd, 1981 in Fairfax, California. At the time of this case, she was living with her mother, Eve Nickel. Her father is Mark Klaas. They had divorced, and her mom was separated from her second husband at the time. By 1993, Mark was living in Sausalito and running a Hertz car rental company in San Francisco. He was super close to his daughter, like really good father. They had an awesome relationship. They talked every single day. They spent every weekend together. Like this was just one of those. I think it was one of those where the parents were like, we didn't work out, but like we're still good parents. You know what I mean? Like
That's
one of
so
those
important.
situations. So in 1993, she was only 12 years old. She lived with her mom and younger sister, Annie. They lived in Petaluma, California. Polly was described as loving, sweet, very outgoing, very funny, like just had a really cool personality. Everyone who describes her is like, she was just like a cool kid, like just a kid you wanted around. She was also like a drama club girl, which I was like, girl after my own heart. Hey,
That's all you, man.
She loved being in school plays, like really came alive on stage. She had aspirations of becoming a famous actress when she grew up.
Stop it.
Yeah. So Eve and her two daughters lived across from a place called Wickersham Park. Mm-hmm. This was a park that was near the Greyhound bus station in Petaluma, California. And it was not a great place.
Not a good place.
It was frequented by, people passing through from the Greyhound bus station, which people, whenever there's like a big hub of transportation in a tiny town, it can be sketchy because you're getting all kinds of people from all kinds of places.
Everywhere.
You don't know what they're all up to.
You don't know if they paid $50 for VIP on a Greyhound bus.
Like Ash did.
It happened.
It did.
They offer VIP.
And it's not different.
It's not different. You still sit near the bathroom.
Lesson learned. Lesson learned.
Yeah.
Well, this one, the Wickersham Park, was home to a lot of transients. A lot of nefarious characters were in there.
Okay.
People went in there to, get super drunk.
Same.
Steal drugs.
Nope.
There was a lot of ODing happening in there. It just wasn't a place where you wanted to be walking through at night, kind of thing,
or ever,
or really ever. And it was right across from Eve and Polly and Annie's home.
Okay.
Now, October 1st, 1993, So this was before you were even born.
You sure was.
That's crazy.
Sometimes I say that. I'm like, oh my God, I wasn't even born yet, but I don't feel jokey about this case.
And
so.
it just like blew my mind for a second. I was like, wow. Whenever I realized that you weren't born during these things.
You're like, oh.
I'm like, damn.
That time period sucked because Ash wasn't here.
Because she wasn't here on Earth. Polly and her friends Jillian Pelham and Kate McLean had planned to have a little sleepover party at Polly's house. Ugh. You know, as you did when you're 12.
I used to fucking love sleepovers.
Gotta love sleepovers. That night, Polly and her friend, so Jillian came earlier. I think she came around like 7 o'clock. So they were hanging out first. Then they waited around and Kate was dropped off by her mom sometime between like 8 and 8:30. So at around 9:45 p.m., the girls were like already like well into their sleepover mode, like giggling, doing all kinds of fun, like what you do at fucking sleepovers. It's
yeah,
so
hell yeah.
But as it was 9:45, Polly's mom told them she was getting ready to go to bed with Annie. She was going to have Annie sleep in the bed with her. And she said, you know, could you guys just be a little bit quieter? Because she had a raging migraine.
Oh,
and
poor
she was
her.
like, yeah.
That sucks.
I feel you, girl. In fact, I woke up this morning with a migraine, so.
I knew that was going to happen. I said that to John.
But luckily, you know what?
Excedrin migraine.
I got prescribed medication for my migraines, and Excedrin migraine works better.
That's insane.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Sponsor us.
I think it's just like different strokes for different folks, I guess, but I'm off topic, but I'm sorry. I know a lot of people have migraines that listen, so
yeah, we're just trying to reach out and help you.
I'm just trying to reach out to you. But I know like my prescription migraine stuff made me feel like really like loopy and drunk.
Oh, I don't like that. And Excedrin migraine doesn't do that.
Yeah, Excedrin migraine doesn't do that, but it always takes care if I catch it in time. And I did, because look, I'm talking to you and I'm not wanting to like drill a hole through my head.
That makes me happy for you.
Me too. So her mother had a migraine. She wanted to go to sleep. So she wasn't like, you guys have to go to sleep. She was just like, you know, just
quiet
calm down a little bit. Now her bedroom was directly across from Polly's.
Oh shit.
She knew that, you know, she was like, this is a loud night. I have a migraine. I gotta sleep. So she took her prescribed sleeping medication.
Okay.
It wasn't like over the counter or something she just took randomly. It was like she was prescribed this. So the girls were doing the typical sleepover shit. They're playing video games. And because Halloween was coming up, it was October 1st, they were trying out different makeup looks on each other.
Oh my God, fun.
So they all had makeup on, like making up like different like monster faces and like, you know, glam girl faces.
Yep.
So around, I don't remember exactly what time it was. I believe it was sometime around like 10:30ish in that hour. Polly opens her bedroom door because she's like, oh, I'm going to go get the slumber bags, the sleeping bags
right.
for all of us. So she opens the door. And when she opens that door, a large man is standing in front of her bedroom door. Now, this isn't outside. This is in her
bedroom
home.
door, like to the hallway.
She opens her bedroom door and a man is standing in the hallway right outside her bedroom door, which is directly across from her mother's door.
It's the most terrifying thing I've ever heard in my fucking life.
It gives me like heartburn.
Because I'm picturing me opening my bedroom door.
I just think, I'm like, this man just walked into this house.
Anybody that waltzes into your house, like,
you don't want to fuck with them.
Not good.
And that's what I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but like all of my criminal justice professors in college were all like, because most of them were like detectives or cops or of some sort.
Yeah.
And they all said, if someone breaks into your house in the middle of the night, do not go downstairs and confront them. No. You stay in a room, you call 911 upstairs, and you wait until they leave.
Because you don't want to meet that person.
Any motherfucker who breaks into a home that they have no idea what or who is in that house, that's a crazy motherfucker, and you do not want to deal with them. Mm-hmm. And it's the best advice I ever got.
It's true.
Because my house, we have like a lock so nobody can get up to the second floor. And it is the greatest thing we ever did because it makes me feel so much better.
When I have a home someday, I want that.
It's makes me feel so much better because I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that so hard.
So this man is standing in the hallway. He had a large butcher knife in his hand and a duffel bag.
Oh my God.
He immediately told them all, if any of you scream, I will slit your throats.
Oh.
So he said, everybody be quiet. So they all just were like, holy shit. Because can you imagine?
No.
You're 12. You're at a sleepover.
No.
So immediately the other girls think, this must be like a prank or something.
Right.
Because they're like, it's Halloween time. Maybe like this is somebody that Polly knows and they thought it would be funny. They said they did not think this was a funny prank, but they thought it was a prank nonetheless.
Yep.
So he started they quickly were like, oh, this is not a prank, because he quickly started tying all of their hands behind their backs with silk material that he had torn. And the cords, like wires that he cut from the Nintendo wires in the room.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Because he used the butcher knife and sliced off the wires.
Jesus.
Yeah. And he
Ruined
keeps
my
telling
fucking
them,
Nintendo.
right? Like, fuck you, man.
Eat a dick.
Yeah. And so he keeps telling them all to be quiet, stay quiet. I'm not going to hurt anybody.
I was like, then what are you here for, bro?
And that's, so he's saying, you know, whose house is this? Is anyone else in the house? So Polly is like, it's my house, and my mom and my sister are in the house. And he seemed very like, I think he, like, from what I've read, he was like, what? Someone else is in the house? And I'm like,
yeah,
bruh, these are like 3 like 12-year-olds. You really think they're in the house all by themselves? Like, you that fucking dumb?
Right.
Which, spoiler alert, he is. So the girls are all like crying at this point because, again, they're 12-year-old babies.
Scary as
These are
fuck.
12-year-old babies, and he's trying to tell them no one's gonna get hurt here. I just want money. So he's saying, I'm not gonna hurt any of you. I just want money. So then he duct taped all of their mouths.
Oh my God.
And like gagged them with like fabric like behind the duct tape.
Jesus Christ.
And he was like, I don't want anyone making sounds. He took their own pillowcases off their pillows and placed them over Jillian and Kate's heads. Then he said he had them lay down, and he said, count to 1,000 because I'm going to take Polly out of here to show me where the valuables and money are. Oh. And by the time you count to 1,000, she'll be back in the room and I will be gone.
And that's not true.
And they were like, and so of course they're like, okay, like we're going to do it. So they started counting. They said like 20 minutes later, they were still sitting there like in fear.
Wasn't there.
Polly never came back in the room. So they managed to free themselves, which like badass.
Amazing.
They free themselves. They run around the house. And Polly's nowhere.
Oh
and they're like,
God.
fuck. So they run into Eve's room and wake her up frantically, which first of all, being woken up that way anyways would be is like very jarring and awful,
right?
Like having a migraine and then hearing your child was nowhere to be found and a man came in and took her,
and you were literally just across the hall and had like no idea.
Like thinking about this,
I can't imagine.
Honestly, anytime I think about being in Eve's situation, I immediately feel like I have to like walk out of the room and just like get fresh air. Like it like physically affects me to think of this. Like I feel for her so much. Like so much.
Well, because you have kids too.
Oh,
I think things like this are so different. Like it's horrifying nonetheless, but when you have kids it makes it so different, I bet.
Yeah, it takes it to a whole nother level because the first thing I think of is if an intruder was in my house, it's not how do I get us out of here, it's how do I get the girls out of the house.
Right.
It's I don't give a shit about me. I want the girls safe. That's all. I would put them on the roof if I had to. Like that's the first plan I come up with is how do I get to the girls.
Yeah.
And I always have a fucking plan.
She really does. I've heard many of them.
I do. So Eve called the police at 11:03 p.m. and they showed up immediately.
That's good.
They noticed that the video game cords are all cut. Things are kind of like thrown everywhere.
Also, that's still like pretty early. Like
it is. It really
know what
is.
I mean?
Like you don't think things like that happen at like 10:30 at night,
right?
You know?
Like I'm pretty sure, isn't it 10:30 like right now?
It pretty much is close to. And so the lead investigator on the case was Ed Fryer. He said that right away he could tell this was a stranger abduction.
Right.
And he said those are much more rare and they are way harder to track.
And
because at least if
terrifying.
it's someone that knows the family or some kind of connection, you have that little thread to pull.
Right.
But when it's a stranger abduction,
what do you
like,
have to go on?
Not only do you have nothing to go on, it's like, what the fuck's gonna happen here? Like this, it's always so much worse when it's somebody they don't know. Because again, anybody walks into your house and steals someone out of your house, that's a fucking crazy person, and you need to get that person back right now. So because he wasn't wearing a mask, the investigators brought Kate and Jillian in and were like, can you please give us a description? Of course, the girls are like hysterical. Yeah. They've just been through fucking hell. They're traumatized. But you know what? Those little badasses gave the best they could, and they got a really good sketch of them.
Good.
Because they paid attention. So an APB went out, an all points bulletin. There was extensive searches immediately of all the homes in the area. A helicopter was circling. There were canine units. I mean, it was like mass search. Everybody dropped what they were doing to do this. This was one of those cases where like the entire nation came together for this case. And it's like so when there's a stranger abduction at all, but especially a stranger abduction out of a home, That's something that the FBI and local law enforcement are really going to put like their full, like the FBI is going to come in. They're going to put everything together. They're going to work together and they're going to get, I mean, they had the Navy, the Coast Guard working on this. It's like they did not fuck around. So and the problem is time is always of the essence in these cases, because unfortunately, if someone isn't found within the first 24 hours in like a child stranger abduction, the expectation that they'll be found alive or at all diminishes greatly.
That's so sad.
Yeah, and it's like, imagine being the parents knowing that you have 24 hours of
you
real
know the
time
statistics,
here. And you know that after 24 hours, it can happen, but it's like the
very
possibilities
rare.
are like, yeah. So unfortunately, what happened, though, is that the APB that went out was initially marked not for press release, which meant that it wouldn't go out over all the police scanners because reporters listen to police scanners.
Right.
And they marked it as not for press release. So that meant it wouldn't go out on all the police scanners.
Oh, shit.
So all the police in the area were not informed of this.
Oh, no.
So there were other deputies in like other like surrounding areas that had no idea that this was happening that night.
Right.
And unfortunately, when you hear what happened,
that's how it happened.
It really fucked this case up.
Oh.
I don't know if it would have stopped what happened, but I think he would have been caught. He would have been caught that night, I think. Now, immediately the entire world is looking for her. I mean, there were, you know, TV shows had her on there. The news, magazines, newspapers. She was, like, everywhere. They ended up bringing in, some, crazy forensics company to go over the scene again. And this company was able to find a palm print on her bed.
Oh, wow.
That it was probably like when he was getting the pillowcases off the bed. He not his whole hand, but his palm print. Unfortunately, it was 1993 and a palm print database was not going to help you out. Meanwhile, volunteers were scanning every bit of everywhere in Petaluma and the outskirts. The Navy, like I said, the Coast Guard, they had cadets searching near waterways. There were literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people actively just jumping into this.
I love that.
Over 100,000 flyers with her face on them were distributed within a first day or two.
Wow.
Yeah, they had them everywhere. And it was the missing poster. It had her face on it. It had later on, it had the sketch of him on it. Now, Petaluma police spoke to Polly's teachers, students, everybody at the schools. Just asking, did you see anything? Have you ever seen someone lurking around? Have you,
was anything weird at all?
Because they have nothing.
Right.
At this point, they have nothing
You're just
to go
fucking
on.
looking for anything.
Literally, they're just grasping into the air. They talked to a lot of the neighbors, too, around their house. And a lot of the neighbors said immediately that night, they said they noticed a man in dark clothing with bushy hair and possibly carrying a bag. And he was, skulking around the neighborhood that night.
Yeah.
And when they looked at the sketch, it did match the sketch.
Okay.
So this kid, he was this little boy. I don't remember. I don't think they announced how old he was. He was with two other friends, and he said that night that she was abducted at around 9 p.m., he and his friends were walking to the video store. They walked by her house. Mm-hmm. He said at 9 p.m., he recalled seeing a strange man standing outside of Polly's home. Ugh. And he was standing in, the shadows.
Oh, I hate that.
And he said he had bushy hair, dark clothing, and it looked like he was carrying a bag. Now, they were like, that's weird, but what the fuck are we going to do about it? We're kids. He was like, that's weird. So they were like, all right, we're just going to go to the video store. They went to the video store. They're walking back. He hasn't moved.
Oh, I hate that so much.
So they were like, that's weird. So now they're like, okay, tell me exactly what he looked like. And they didn't show him the sketch that they got from the girls. They were like, just tell me what he looked like. He described exactly the
to
sketch.
A T.
It was him. So they set up the Polly Klaas search center. There was her father ended up taking time off of work, a leave of absence to take care of this. They set up a hotline for tips, and a lot of people were calling the hotline that were parents of other missing children, trying to give their tips and also trying to get help for their thing too.
Right.
So it was kind of bringing everyone together, especially all these parents with missing children, because that's a club you do not want to be in.
Nope, not at all. No,
but
thank you.
But you probably need so badly
some kind
other
of support
people to because nobody understands that.
No,
nobody.
Nobody wants to understand that.
You can try to fathom it in your brain, but I can't. You can't even get close to it.
No. It's hard to even fathom. Like, you don't even want to fathom
it really is. Oh God, it's honestly like bringing your brain there, bringing my brain
so
there.
Dark.
It's like really dangerous to bring my brain there because it feels like it'll like break you.
Yeah,
it
would.
Think about it. So People magazine actually put her on the cover, in the case on the cover, and dubbed her America's Child because because the nation was coming together. The internet was going crazy. There were updates everywhere. They used some more forensic work, which was still in the early stages in 1993.
Right.
So this was the first case that brought like a lot of things together. Mm-hmm. And they ended up finding in Polly's carpet, they found a little tiny fiber that didn't match any of the other fibers.
Wow.
And it seemed like it came from a car. And they looked at all the car carpets in the family, and it didn't match any of them. Okay. So they were thinking maybe it came from somewhere this guy stepped. Because fibers can be beneficial in like linking, you know?
Yeah, sure.
They also found a human hair that had been taken out of somebody's head. The hair had a tiny bit of scalp left on it.
Yeah.
Which happens when you pull hair out of your head.
Directly out of your head.
Like, not just like dink, but like when somebody has yanked it out of somebody's head.
Right.
Unfortunately, because it was 1993, DNA was not in its heyday at this point, so they really couldn't do a lot with it.
Oh, that just gave me a headache.
That they found these things and were like actively looking for these things is pretty impressive.
And at least put them away, because eventually, if this hadn't gone or solved, whatever.
Exactly, that's the thing. So meanwhile, Mark Klaas, like I said, he had taken a leave of absence from his job to just work on this search full time. Right. This guy named David Collins was another father of another missing child. Yeah. His son Kevin had gone missing in 1984, and he was actually one of the first missing kids to be put on a milk carton.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and he reached out and tried to like aid in this whole thing, because like this is what started happening. Like, these other parents of missing children were like, if I can't find my own child, I want to help someone else find, you know, and like they just need to help, which I think is so cool. It's like
that's like very beautiful.
You're like grieving and like having to deal with your own trauma, and you're seeing it in someone else and being like, I want to help them. Yeah, like that's badass.
And that takes a lot.
It really does, because like
how do you put your own shit aside?
How do you even muster that like energy to do that? At the time, because again, they have nothing to go on. They're still just looking at this sketch, and that's it. Right. At the time, Winona Ryder actually came out, and she was huge in 1993.
Yeah, she was.
I love Winona Ryder.
I do too. I know she's got like issues, but like I got them too.
But she's like the comeback kid.
She is.
She's the comeback kid.
She is. I love her.
And she looks great.
Phenomenal.
Like, get it, Winona.
Sister.
So Winona Ryder, our queen, offered $200,000 as a reward for her return.
Wow.
Yeah, and when she came out and did that, it like really brought more focus to it, because, you know, even these cases that are like everywhere and the whole nation is on top of it, they start to peter out.
Yeah,
when
of course
things aren't happening and the attention wanes. So she came out just in the nick of time to like really bring back,
put it back on the hot burner.
And this is when it got put on like America's Most Wanted with John Walsh and like all that.
I fucking love that show.
Oh, and you know what? I say we don't like covering child
We have
things.
to do that.
We're covering one right now, but the important ones. I mean, they're all important. The ones that I am able to get through and that I really feel like I need to tell, will do. And Adam Walsh is definitely one.
100%.
Mainly because it also ties into like Otis Toole and Henry Lee Lucas and all that. So we'll get to that one, just so you know. So Mark was given a polygraph test. Okay. Because of course, the FBI, you know, you gotta go. He's the dad. Right. He passed with flying colors, but again, whatever. Polygraph tests are such bullshit. Right. Not that I'm saying it's a bullshit that he passed it. It's just like, why do you even do it? Right. And the FBI was actually starting to get kind of lost on leads at this point. Like, they were like just grasping at straws. Yeah. So Mark actually during this time also got a call from a girl who sounded like Polly.
Oh God, stop.
The girl said she was in a hotel room and didn't know where she was, but her kidnapper had left the room.
Oh my God.
So he lost his fucking mind, because then the line went dead.
Wait, I don't know if this is real or not.
What?
Like, was it Polly?
Well, so they couldn't trace it because they weren't expecting this call. So
right, obviously.
So the FBI is like, fuck, she's going to call again. We got to hopefully she'll call again. We'll get a trace.
Right.
So they waited. Another call came.
Okay.
Same girl. She was super anxious, said she couldn't talk, sounded scared, sounded just like Polly.
Okay.
And they traced it to a home about 30 miles away. They go there, turned out to be some fucking piece of shit teenage girl.
Are you kidding
who had been
me?
dared by her fucking piece of shit teenage friends to do it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've never heard that part.
Isn't that messed up?
That's so disgusting.
Can you imagine, one, being despicable enough to dare your friend to call a grieving father who doesn't know where his child is?
Like, what?
And then two, can you imagine being despicable enough to go, sure, friends, I'll do that.
And to do it twice?
Like, how did this little group of turd fucks get together in the first place?
Ew. What the fuck?
Like, that pissed me off so much. That is not just like, because people will be like, oh, teens are stupid. It's like,
no, that's not teenage behavior.
Evil.
Yeah.
Like, I
want to know where that girl is now and what she's doing, because I bet it's nothing special.
Because it's like, never once would I ever think that was funny.
We used to prank call people and be like, is your refrigerator running?
Better go catch it.
No.
Yeah. It's
Fuck
like,
off.
You prank call people and be like, do you like cheese? You know what I mean? Like, you don't.
You'd be like, what?
Do you like cheese? It's like, you do stupid stuff. You don't call a grieving father
And
whose
pretend to be his daughter
was kidnapped out of his house.
That's disgusting.
Like, horrific.
I'd punch her in the face
that's
if I saw her
awesome.
today.
True pieces of human garbage everywhere in this story. So they brought back in Jillian and Kate, the two friends from the sleepover at this point. And they were like, okay, now that we've had some time away from it happening, can we try to go over again what he looked like?
Right.
They ended up getting an even better sketch of this
Ooh.
dude. And I think they also, like, the person who was drawing it was really, really good too, because this photo, I'll post it on the Instagram, is a really good photo. And it really looks like
insane
him.
What people can do.
Sketch artists astound
Baffle
me.
me.
That you can say, like,
I'm like, are you some kind of psychic? Like,
for real.
do you have something?
Because they have to go with, like, a frantic person, usually, or emotional person, normally telling them, like, and his eyes were kind of big.
Right.
And they just have to, like, go by that.
Right.
Like, I'd be like, I don't know how to draw that.
I have no fucking
It's
idea.
an eyeball. I don't know. So this new photo went on the missing poster with the $200,000 reward.
Okay.
So during all of this, the FBI is still just, grasping at straws. So they were positing, did she run off with a boyfriend?
No.
Did she do this? Did she do that? Meanwhile, she was 12 years old and she had never had a boyfriend.
And she was at a sleepover with her two
friends.
friends.
It's like, and then there's also the fact that her two friends were involved with the whole thing, like, were tied up as well and watched the whole thing happen.
Right.
But and that pissed a lot of people off because they were like, what are you doing even thinking of these things?
like that you're wasting time.
So November 28th, 1993. This is a couple months after the abduction.
Yeah.
A woman named Dana Jaffe. She was outside on her property about 20 miles away from Petaluma.
Okay.
She called police saying she found some, like, weird shit on her property. And she didn't want to touch it. She just wanted them to come down and see it. So she brought them
never
down.
touch it.
No, she was like, I'm not touching that shit. Good for you, Dana. So she had a really big, giant private property. It had a long, long, long driveway, lots of wooded area, lots of dirt paths, like a really fancy place.
Dana was rich as fuck.
She was. So she brought police down a dirt path that was off her driveway and, like, way in the woods. And she showed them that she had found a piece of silk, a pillowcase with makeup smudges on the inside of it, packing tape, a condom, a man's sweatshirt, and a pair of girls' tights. These girls' tights were tied in a knot, and a human hair was in the knot.
Oh.
So she's like, this is weird, right?
She's like, I don't want this on my property, right?
Shit looks strange. I don't really think I've just accumulated this over any time. So she said, so they were like, what the fuck? Like, has anyone been on your property? And she was like, oh yeah, I did have someone trespass on my property. And she was like, and I contacted the police. Oh. Why do you not have this on file?
Are you fucking
they were
kidding
like,
me?
Wait a second, what? So they look, she did contact police. It was on file, but we'll see why they didn't connect this initially.
God damn it.
So it was about 2 months earlier, on October 1st.
No.
That she had a man trespass on her property. So what happened was that night, her babysitter, because she had a daughter, the babysitter was leaving her house, and she was going down the really long driveway. It was really dark, and she saw a man in his car stuck on the side of the driveway. Again, I say it's a really long driveway.
Right.
He was stuck in like a little ditch. So he's like, what the fuck? So she rolled her window down just a little bit. Like just like a tiny little thing just to be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, this is private property. You're not supposed to be on here. And she said he turned around and looked at her, and she said he looked crazed.
Oh.
Like sweaty, dirty, panicked.
Oh my God,
like,
I would be terrified.
Yeah, and she was like, what the fuck? And so he's like, I need you to help me get this car out. And she was like,
nope.
No.
I am like super booked for the rest of the evening.
She was like,
I've got a nail appointment, a hair appointment. I have to wash my dog.
I just got to get out of here because you are a sweaty, dirty mess and you look like a fucking wild man.
I'm not helping you.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
I know I'm driving, but also my Uber's here. So bye-bye.
So bye.
Gotta keep that 5-star rating, boo.
Well, and he's like, I need your help. And he actually walked over to her car and slammed his hands on like the roof of the car.
Stop it.
And then he was like, what's up that driveway? And she was like, what the fuck? So she's like, nope. And she was like, I'm calling the police. So she drives away. She goes to a payphone and she calls Dana at around 11:24 p.m. So she's like, she tells Dana what the fuck just happened.
Yeah.
So Dana grabs a baseball bat
and
drives down her driveway to see what's going on, which I don't recommend.
No, but like bad bitch alert.
Like bad bitch Dana, but like real dangerous.
Could have had a different outcome.
Like, you know what? Dana just called.
Did you just hear all the times I stuttered? I was like, girl. You're
like, what?
That's what I just said. Direct translation.
Direct translation is
I'm broken.
I am broken. So she drives down there with a huge baseball bat.
Woof.
And she saw the car, but she didn't see the guy.
Okay.
So she was like, all right, well, that's weird. So she drives a little off the property, like out of the driveway.
Right.
And she calls the police around 11:46 p.m. They came, they searched, they find the dude with his car.
No.
He's sweaty, he's dirty, he's wild as fuck, just like they said he was.
He's out here wilder.
He seemed drunk. They could smell alcohol on him, and he had leaves and shit in his hair. Like,
yeah,
he was
that's
just a fucking wreck.
Not normal.
And he told them, and when they pulled up, he was just sitting there like smoking, like leaning on his car.
He's like, I'm just
like,
out here
casual.
chilling on this private property.
So they're like, yeah, what you doing? And he was like, oh, I was just sightseeing and didn't know this was private property.
They're like, it's like midnight, so what the fuck are you seeing?
And they're
here?
like, yeah, bro, you look like you're just sightseeing, like you're covered in dirt and sweat. But okay.
You sightseeing the dirt up close? I'm confused.
So he said he realized that it was private property suddenly. He tried to leave, but his car got stuck in the ditch. So they were like, okay, well, that's weird. So they gave him a sobriety test. He passed it, weirdly enough. Yeah. They looked in his car. It was covered in like empty beer cans, full beer cans, a bunch of clothes, just like weird shit. They noticed a duffel bag.
Uh-huh.
Now remember, the APB originally went out not to be released to press.
Right.
Meaning it didn't go out on the scanner to other officers.
Meaning these officers.
This means these two sheriff's deputies that showed up had no idea that they should be looking for an abducted little girl or a guy that looked exactly like this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So otherwise, they may have known
that night.
And they may have... When we see what actually happened, they wouldn't have been able to save her. I don't think.
That's so sad.
But they would have found her.
Right.
Quick.
Right.
And they would have been able to arrest him quick.
Oh, that breaks my fucking heart, dude. Yeah. That they could have found her that night. And she was just like... No,
and the parents just could have at least known.
Right.
So the dude was starting to get belligerent. They asked if he had been drinking that evening, and he grabbed a beer, opened it, and just started drinking in front of them.
Oh.
So they took it and they were like, no, fucker. So they patted him down. He was, they didn't find anything. They went back and they ran his license and his registration.
Uh-huh.
No warrant came up.
Okay.
His name was Richard Allen Davis, and he was 39 years old.
These long dog days of summer, I mean, we just made it through a heat wave. Mama was parched through this heat wave. I was hitting up Dunkin' every single day, and I will continue to, probably for the rest of my days, but especially this summer. Dunkin' is helping everyone stay cool this summer with its lineup of refreshers. These drinks are packed with bold, fruity flavors and served ice cold. It's amazing. Dunkin' Refreshers are the perfect afternoon pick-me-up. I like to start my morning with them personally, and then sometimes I go back for a second one because I'm just feeling crazy. They come in a variety of delicious flavors, including fan favorites mango pineapple and strawberry dragon fruit. And then for a limited time, there's black cherry and there's pink pineapple. I'm going to tell you something right now, and it's a bold claim, let me tell you, but I stand behind it. Pink pineapple will change your life. It is so good. It has me feeling like I'm sitting in a pool, resort side, just living, honey. It's so yummy. Try your favorite flavor with green tea, sparkling water, lemonade, or Dunkin's all-new limeade. I haven't tried the limeade yet, but I'm going to. Usually I get my drinks made with green tea and occasionally lemonade, but I do really like the green tea. Or if you don't want to build your own, try one of Dunkin's curated refreshers like the Cherry Lime Ricky or the Ultimate Pink Daydream. The Cherry Lime Ricky, scrumptious. I could drink like 3 of these a day. They're so freaking yummy. Head to Dunkin' today and find your favorite refresher. Dunkin' Refreshers contain less than 1% fruit juice. Limited time offer.
Now, Richard Allen Davis had served time in prison recently.
Oh, goody.
At California Men's Colony in San Luis Obispo. San Luis
fucking
Obispo.
Look it up right now.
Fucking A. I'm looking it up.
San Luis Obispo, California.
There you have it. And that lady doesn't lie, okay?
And it's San Luis Obispo.
So he was in the California Men's Colony in that place for kidnapping and robbery.
Woof.
He was originally sentenced to 16 years, but only served 8 before he was paroled June 27th, 1993.
Oh, shit.
Well, the reason this came up clean with no warrants was because the officer accidentally entered the numbers wrong.
Oh, goody.
Yeah. The car had recently been purchased from a friend of Richard Allen Davis. So the name was not like yet in the system on the registration, all that good stuff. Now, if everything had gone the way it should have, and the technology was there at the time to like connect warrants and like all that good stuff, they would have seen that he had quite a record.
Oh, good.
And if he had been detained, they may have also been able to ascertain that he showed signs of this behavior his entire life.
Oh, shit. His whole life?
This dude is one of those guys that slipped through the cracks a lot of times.
Oh.
And he never should have been able to get to this point. It was a lot of failures along the way that led him to this point. He grew up on a Native American reservation with his Native American mother, Evelyn, and his Caucasian father, Bob Davis. Both of them were raging alcoholics.
Oh.
And when I say not great parents, I mean abysmal parents.
The worst.
Yeah. He had 4 other siblings, and his parents divorced when he was 11 years old. His father actually got full custody, which is always shocking when I'm not saying they don't deserve it, but usually courts hand over to the mother most of the time.
Even now, I feel.
Unless it's got to be real bad.
Yeah. And especially back then for the mom to not get custody, I feel like it had to have been real bad.
Exactly. And it was something along the lines in the court papers because of the mother's alleged immoral conduct in front of the children.
Oh.
Yeah. She would allegedly hold his hand. 2 witnesses have said they saw her hold his hand over an open flame to punish him for minor things.
Oh, God.
And they said one of those times his hand could be seen blistering.
Oh, stop. Ow. Oh,
they also said one of those times it was clear that he had become so accustomed to this that he just stood there.
What the fuck?
And like nothing registered on his face while his hand was being burned.
How do you sit there with your child and do that to them?
How do you hold your child? First of all, to harm your child in any way, nothing ever makes sense to me about that. I think we've made that pretty clear that we do not even begin to live in that realm of reality. But first of all, like when you have a kid, the first time I remember I accidentally snipped Lennon's tip of her finger when I was cutting her nails when she was like a baby.
And you probably wanted to jump off a cliff.
First of all, I immediately started sobbing, like full body heaving, sobbing, because when you see your child bleed, I can't even describe to you the feeling. And then knowing she did not even care. I don't even think she noticed, but fingers bleed so much.
Yeah, it was
that it was a ton of blood. I'm trying to stop it. And I'm calling John being like, I'm a horrible mother. I just did this. It was awful. full.
I know. I'll say like no to them, and I'm like, fuck, I'm an asshole. I am the worst aunt. Shit.
And just seeing blood on your child, so it's like watching your child's hand blister and burn because you're holding it over and you gotta be
fucked
on the upper echelon of evil to do that. So I mean, that's the kind of shit he was dealing with. He and when he became an adult, he referred to his mother as that gutter snipe dog bitch.
Him and I have that in common.
Yes,
I also refer to my mother as that gutter snipe dog bitch.
You and him have that in common.
That's so fucked up. I feel like even I wouldn't say that.
No, I feel that's real rough.
That's rough.
But still, that was funny. You got to have a little levity in some of these parts. And gutter snipe dog bitch is where the levity lies, I believe.
Woof.
Literally. So basically, his parents were never around, and when they were around, they were shitbags. Again, just don't have kids if you're going to be a shitbag.
That's the thing.
You're creating other shitbags.
If you want to be a shitbag for yourself,
go be a
sucks
shitbag.
In and of itself.
Just go be a shitbag on your own.
Don't raise other shitbags.
So he started getting in trouble super early. He first had his first run-in with the law at 12 years old.
Oh, wow. What happened?
I believe he was like stealing like mail out of people's mailboxes. Like he was looking for checks.
That's
and
pretty
like
weird.
stealing them, which I'm like,
shit.
that's intense.
At 12, damn.
Yeah. He started getting in tons of trouble. His parole records all pointed at his seriously unstable home life as probably the thing that was causing his behavior.
Right.
But nothing was being done about it, of course. He also enjoyed at this time torturing and killing animals, which, as we know, is
no bueno.
It's never a sign of anything bad, right? It's
just
always
serial murders to come.
So he dropped out of school in the 9th grade.
Oh,
and just started binge drinking and just being an asshole.
Goody,
because that's what
I've said goody so many times. I can't stop being like, oh, goody,
oh, fun. He would get arrested constantly for burglarizing homes, robbing. He liked to steal a lot. That was his thing.
You know, the thrill of it.
Public drunkenness, just being an asshole.
Yeah.
Asshole. I just keep saying it. So,
asshole.
In 1974, he was 21 years old. He was sentenced to 6 months to 15 years.
That's a casual sentence.
Quite a gap for attempted burglary. He only served 1 year of that sentence and then was paroled.
Okay.
7 weeks after getting out of prison, he literally kidnapped a woman at knife point.
Jeez, and I'm sorry, how old was he?
21 years old.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. He grabbed her from a random parking lot, forced her into the passenger seat of her own car, and then drove her to a secluded area. He then whipped out his penis and basically told her, "You know what I want you to do."
What the fuck?
While he's holding a knife to her face.
Oh my God.
So you know what she did?
Bit it?
No, but that's intense. No, she did something similarly as intense, though. She grabbed the knife blade with her own hand, held it while opening the door behind her and kicking it open, and then ran out of the car screaming.
Oh my God, bad bitch alert.
Like, bitch grabbed the knife blade.
Ouch.
That is so badass.
That's wicked badass.
That's
in a movie.
Preservation shit. Like, to just, because every single one of your instincts says don't grab a knife blade.
Yeah.
So for her to be able to override
but
that,
if you're gonna get
fight or flight
a fucking cut versus
good for her, man.
Raped, it's
well, she got away because luckily a highway patrol officer was driving by at that exact moment.
Oh my God.
And he arrested Davis. So the asshole tried to hang himself in prison this time. Unfortunately, he did not succeed.
I was gonna say, bummer it didn't work.
Yeah, because if he had actually succeeded, he wouldn't have been able to do this. And we wouldn't, Polly Klaas's family wouldn't have had to go through this bullshit.
Exactly.
So after the suicide attempt, he was sent to a psychiatric hospital. He escaped that place.
Shit.
Like,
it's
soon
always
after.
so scary when they're like
able
to escape.
Yeah, because it's like, what
it
are
adds
you
like
doing?
a whole different thing to their fucking personality.
It really does. Immediately after escaping, he went on like a crime spree.
Of course.
He broke into a woman's home at one point. When she caught him, he slammed her over the head with a fireplace poker.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. He broke into an animal shelter. He stole money, guns, and bullets from there, which I was like, why is that in an animal shelter? But I don't know. Do you? After this, he tried to kidnap a woman in a parking lot again using a gun that he had stolen.
Oh, that's scary.
But she was screaming and she got away. Then he went back to his hometown of La Honda, California, and he burglarized a home again.
Damn.
When the police were called, they found him hiding in the backyard of the home.
In the backyard?
Yeah.
Like, just keep running.
Like, yo.
Just keep going.
Yeah. That's how dumb he is.
You stupid.
So he was immediately arrested and charged for attempted kidnapping, assault, just burglary, all that shit, just a host of shit. The maximum time he could be set for these crimes that they could actually like charge him with was six years.
Wow.
He served 6 years and then was paroled in March 1982 because at this time in California it was like you serve your sentence, you're paroled automatically. That's
right.
it. So even the judge, though, didn't want to let him out, but he had to. His hands were tied because he said this dude shows no remorse for what he's done. Like, he was worried. Scary. He was like, I don't want to send him back. And he even at one point was like, don't you feel bad for what you've done at all? And he was like, no. And then he even said, he was like, if I felt bad about what I've done, I wouldn't have done
Why would I
them.
keep doing it?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, he clearly was like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. So they let him out.
That's so scary.
He was let out, and one night he met a woman named Sue Edwards at a dive bar, and love was in the air.
Oh.
Yeah. So he met her when she was dealing meth at the bar.
You know, that really gets the boys going.
Tale as old as time.
It's like, my meth yard
brings
all the boys to the yard. My meth lab brings all the boys to the yard. Yeah, I was having trouble with that one.
I like you. I was having a trouble. So together, they robbed someone that they both knew, because that's what you do in a new relationship. You find out who you both know and you rob that person.
That's how you and John decided to get married, right?
We were like, who do we have as a connection between both of us, and then we robbed that person.
Annie and I haven't done that yet. That's why we're not married.
But you know what? Next level shit. It's coming.
Bonnie and Clyde shit. Let's get it.
That's just next level shit. So let's see. They robbed this woman they knew. Davis, while they were robbing her, Davis pistol whipped her.
Oh my God.
And threatened to kill her whole family if she didn't listen to what they were saying.
Jesus.
So he's really awesome. They then ran up to Washington State together, robbed a bank. Then
bank?
Robbed some more banks and stores. Like, they went on a literal, like, Bonnie and Clyde spree.
Wow.
And were eventually pulled over and arrested. He got the maximum 16 years in prison. This is when he was sent to California Men's Colony. So this is bringing us up to when he got
abducted Polly, sorry.
And again, he was released due to prison overcrowding. He was released only 8 years into his 16
build another
sentence.
prison then. I don't know.
That was like a real problem back then. I mean, it still is, but it became a real problem
then
at one
let's
point.
build some more. We can't just like release people because we can't detain them.
Just let all like the really bad guys out. It's fine. I mean, if we're going to be real about it, there's people that are in prisons that like for like minor drug offenses that are like non-violent. And
so let's let them go.
I think that's the way to go. Because this dude belongs in prison.
Yeah.
But it's like, you
keep doing it. You keep doing it. You keep doing it.
So because they entered the registration wrong and, the criminal history didn't show up because at that time things all weren't as connected as they were now.
Yeah.
Like there were limitations in the computer system. The officers were like, all right, well, nothing came up.
You're
so
free
the
to go.
office, and again, they didn't get the APB. So they don't know that, maybe we should look into this guy a little more.
And he passed the sobriety test.
Yeah, so there's really nothing to do. It was just like, this is a weird dude. We should get him out. So they brought him back to the freeway and we're like, bye, sir.
Wow.
Well, now they're like, so now this is bringing it back to like November 28th, 2 months later, when Dana was like, what's all this shit on my property?
Yeah.
Remember that guy that was on my property 2 months ago?
Right.
Maybe he left it here. I don't know. So they're like, shit. Because they all of a sudden talk to those deputies, and deputies are like, yeah, his name is Richard Allen Davis. This is what happened that night. And they're like, what night?
No.
And they were like, October 1st. And they're like, yeah. And then he's like, so they're like, fuck.
Like,
Because now they're looking at all this shit and they're like, uh-oh. So now they're like, okay, we got to get a hold of him. So they got a hold of Richard Allen Davis. And he was at his sister's place in, I think.
Look it up.
Yeah, I'm not even going to attempt this one. Hold on, I'll look it up.
Ukiah, California.
So that's where he was. They arrested him there November 30th for a parole violation stemming from a DUI warrant on him from October 19th. That's how they were able to grab him.
Got it.
He was immediately questioned about Polly. He said he had no idea about anything.
Yeah, totally.
Didn't have anything to do with it. Never saw her house.
Of course not.
On December 2nd, they were able to take that palm print that they got and compare it to his. Because it was no good to them just by itself, but now they have someone that they can compare it to. Well, it was a perfect match.
Oh, goody.
So they brought this information to him. They're like, yo, your hand, how'd your handprint end up in there?
That's like so weird. That never
it's
happens.
real weird. Did it just like fly across the air and like materialize on her bed?
Shit.
So he was like, okay, well, I'm not going to say anything unless I can speak to this sergeant who he had like apparently wanted to tell.
Okay.
So the sergeant talked to him and he said he immediately got on the phone and said, I fucked up big time. And he admitted that Polly was no longer alive.
Oh, God.
He agreed to lead investigators to where he had put her body, and he did so later that evening.
Okay.
She was located off Dutcher Creek Road near Highway 101, and this was about 40 miles north from where they encountered him on Dana Jaffe's property.
Oh, wow.
So that's a little weird. She was found on her back under a large piece of plywood, and there was also other like random things placed on top of her. She was wearing a nightgown that was pulled up under her arms, and her white skirt that she had been wearing was pulled up under her arms as well.
That's so
She
sad.
did have on underwear and like a little bra. Near her body, there was a piece of cloth and a rope. There was also hair in the knots of these things. They couldn't determine cause of death because she was very decomposed at the time.
Oh, my God.
But they surmised the rope and cloth likely strangled her because of the hair and the correct size of the knot, basically. A doctor who did the autopsy on her remains said that they basically were like, it was an awful way to find a 12-year-old girl.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Because it had been a couple of months. They said that the skull had separated away from her body at that time.
Wow.
She wasn't decapitated when, before this. It just happened to happen that way. And they said the hair had fallen from her head. It was still there, but it like separates off of your skull.
Does it eventually just disintegrate?
Hair stays around for a long time.
Yeah.
But it had like separated from her skull, which is just a very spooky thing to see.
Yeah, I don't like that.
She was like partially mummified, and like half of her was mummified, half of her was skeletonized.
Oh.
And again, they couldn't. They said there was like no organs left. There was nothing left. She was really decomposed.
Wow.
Which made it really hard. So. Let's see. They unfortunately did find semen on her clothing. They used UV light technology to check, and they did find traces of semen.
That's horrific.
They interviewed Davis, and he said he was in the park across from Polly's home that evening, that like really sketchy park. He said he drank a ton. He smoked a joint that he thinks was laced with PCP.
Oh, shit.
He said he really doesn't remember much. But he
how
said
convenient.
He didn't know Polly. He'd never seen her before, but suddenly he was just in her house.
Oh,
And he remembers some of the binding up of the girls, and then poof, he was just in the car. And he didn't even know that Polly was in there until she said, the rope is too tight. Please loosen it around my arms.
Oh.
So she said, oh, shit, I didn't know you were here. Like, he's acting like, yeah, it just happened.
What the fuck? But maybe that is true if he, like, smoked.
No, I don't believe that at all.
I just like that. Can you imagine? Like,
he was very lucid, according to the girls. He was very with it.
Can you imagine though if like that was the case, and then she's driving with this guy, and then all of a sudden she's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Like,
no.
And he realizes.
But
she's
you know
there.
what? That doesn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how that works.
No, that would never happen. You're not. I don't give a shit what drug you're on. You don't bust into someone's house
and not remember it.
And if he was really drugged up and had no idea what was going on, he was a very thorough person.
Kidnapper.
Because he literally like ripped up pieces of cloth, he cut up wires to tie them up, he put pillowcases over their heads, he asked them very lucid questions.
When he like cut the cloth, was it there that he cut the cloth, or was
I'm not
he
sure
prepared?
where he cut the cloth,
because I wonder if he was like prepared to kidnap someone.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's such a lying sack of shit that you'll never get exactly what happened out of him. So he's like, oh shit, don't know what to do. So he said, we drove around, they got lost a little. That's when his car got stuck on that driveway in Dana's house.
She was in the car?
Well, and he said he then took Polly out of the car, brought her into the woods to an embankment, told her, and he said he brought her there, just sat her on the embankment and told her not to move or make a sound. And he said she was there the whole time he was with those deputies.
Oh my God.
He said he went and got her after this. They got back in the car. They drove. He stopped at a gas station for her to use the restroom. This is when he realized he was going to go back to prison for kidnapping, so he strangled her with a cloth and disposed of her. Here's the thing, though. That's a giant load of bullshit.
Yeah, she wasn't there when they did that, right?
That's a giant load of bullshit. This guy is just a bullshitter. So there's no way that she was sitting there the entire time the deputies were there.
No.
And then he got her and drove her around with no one seeing her. Because that's the other thing. No one saw her at any gas stations or him. And she's not in any surveillance footage. And then we're supposed to believe that he drove her somewhere else, murdered her, and disposed of her there.
Right.
Like, why?
That doesn't make any sense.
No. What likely happened and what they know happened.
And I love that he was like, she had to go to the bathroom, so I let her. Like,
well, that's
fuck
him.
You.
Yeah,
No, you didn't.
He constantly tries to make himself not the
like
fucking
humanize himself.
Raging monster that he is.
Yeah.
So what likely happened is he went to that private road on Dana's property. He probably didn't know it was a private road. He brought Polly into the woods. He assaulted and murdered her in there. He then left her wherever he initially was going to dispose of her in there. Because, again, he didn't know this was private property. That's why all that shit was found in there. So he left her there, went back to his car. It was stuck. So he started freaking the fuck out. This jives with the fact that he was sweaty, dirty, and covered in leaves and sticks and acting like super frantic whenever someone approached him.
Right.
He knew that he had just assaulted and murdered a child and disposed of them in the woods, and now people are approaching him.
Right.
So what actually happened was that he spoke to the deputies with her in the woods wherever he had put her. Like, she was
He
dead.
had killed her.
So while he's talking to these deputies, Polly's in the woods, dead.
Oh my God.
Like, nearby. When they let him go, I think he did, like he claimed, wait for a little while before going back, retrieving her body, and he brought her somewhere else.
He moved her, right.
Yeah. Of course, it's still absolutely sickening to think that those deputies were talking to him and letting him
she
go
was right there
while Polly was lying murdered nearby.
That's so fucked up.
Of course, it seems worse if she was like alive in the wood, like just
either
sitting
way.
there,
It's
but that's just
horrific.
not true. That's not what happened.
No,
Like,
and I feel like she would have tried to run. Like,
exactly, none of it
doesn't
makes
add
sense. It just none of it makes sense. All the murder stuff was in the woods right there.
Right.
He did it there.
He had already
just moved
assaulted
her
her.
afterwards.
Exactly.
And that's why he was so like frantic and freaking out and sweaty and disgusting, because he knew what he just did. So now he admits to kidnapping and murdering her. He's like, "Yep, did that." But he outright refuses to admit that he sexually assaulted her.
I'd be like,
Even
cool,
though
where
they were
did your
like,
fucking semen come
they were
from
like,
then?
there's semen on her. Like, you did it. We know this, but they can't prove it because she's so badly decomposed. They cannot prove a sexual assault happened.
Right.
But all of them know it happened.
Right.
They all. It's like one of those things. It's like, you
His
know,
semen is on
but
her.
you can't prove without a reason. You know, it's just sucks. So the reasoning he won't admit, because you're like, why won't he just? He's already a monster. He kidnapped and killed her. Why wouldn't he just admit to what
Right.
he did? Well, because he's a giant baby. He's just a giant pussy. And he knows that if he went to prison and they knew that he raped a child, that he would he would be targeted and dead.
Right.
And so he's that big of just a little bitch that he can't bear the thought of going to prison with them knowing what he did to that child.
But don't you think they do know?
Well, now they know.
Right.
But so of course people who kill children are also not looked upon favorably by other prisoners. So he tried to claim that he didn't realize that she was a little girl.
What?
Because he knows if he goes to prison as a child murderer too, he's like,
either way he's fucked.
So now he's like, oh yeah, no, I thought she was like, so he kept referring to her as, quote, that broad when he would talk about her.
Are you fucking kidding me?
12-year-old.
You abducted her from a sleepover.
Well, that's
dude.
it's like you interrupted a slumber party.
Right.
She was like 4'10".
Yeah.
And she weighed like 80 pounds.
And she looks like a little girl.
And if you see any pictures of her, she's just a beautiful little girl.
Right.
And she looks her age. She's like this cute little 12-year-old.
Right.
He's a lying sack of human bowel
That broad.
excretion.
Oh my
That's
God.
what he is. He went to trial. He was convicted on June 18th, 1996. Convicted of first-degree murder, burglary, robbery, kidnapping, and committing a lewd act upon a child.
Oh my God.
Now, when he was sentenced, he did something so reprehensible that, I mean,
It's fucked.
it's just beyond.
There's no there's no words for it.
No, there really aren't. So I'm going to play this clip of what he said during his sentencing because it's just beyond.
I would also like to state for the record that the main reason I know that I did not attempt any lewd act that night was because of a statement the young girl made to me when walking her up the embankment. Just don't do me like my dad. I have to pay my dues, so should you.
Hell, Davis.
All right, that concludes the statement. Fucker. Yeah, boy.
That cry in the back is the saddest thing.
Yeah, that was Mark Klaas's mother, so Polly Klaas's grandmother, sobbing
In what what she just heard,
And
which was not true at all.
what happened was Mark Klaas said he initially like took a beat after that, and then he looked over and saw his mother start sobbing, and he was like, I just could not stop myself. So this motherfucker tried to say that Mark Klaas had been raping his child, and that like and then he puts out there, as I walked your child to kill her, she looked at me and said, please don't do me like my father, like my dad. So the amount of just horror that he just placed on this family
And
is like,
who comes up with that in their head?
like
Who?
That's-
You're already a monster, and then
Yeah.
you do that? Like, what?
and that is all just to get it off of him. He knows that there's evidence that she was assaulted, and he knows that. And he knows he's going to prison, and he's a little bitch. So he's trying to put it, and he doesn't give a shit that he's destroyed this family already. He's just going to keep
Destroying
turning
them
the
even
knife.
more.
And it's like, even just saying those things and hearing his stupid fucking face saying it makes me just, I want to retch when I hear him. When he says that statement, it literally makes me gag. Like,
Because it's just so cruel.
and apparent, so I like, you can hear in it, Mark Klaas did like just jump up and try to like lunge at him,
And I totally would have done the same exact thing.
and he was held back and escorted out of the room. There has never been a time where it is more warranted for violence and for violence to be allowed than this, in my opinion. Like, this poor man lost his daughter to this fucking monster who walked into her home and stole her out of her fucking bedroom during a sleepover.
Literally.
He raped her, he murdered her, and left her tiny little body in the elements alone.
That is the most horrifying
And then he has the
thing.
fucking audacity to claim that her father is a pedophile, and that one of her last statements was about that.
No, and it wasn't. And he wasn't.
The depths of just evil that this guy is beyond.
You can, like, smell it.
It is. Honestly,
I swear.
That's why this case, like, hearing that stuff,
You smell the evil.
I had to like step away. I was like, I feel like it's like
It
like,
envelops you.
It like creeps into you. It's like, this really makes you, ugh. It just stresses me out. So, Judge Thomas C. Hastings sentenced Richard Allen Davis to death for the murder, kidnapping, and assault of Polly Klaas.
Good.
I'm gonna play just another really quick clip because what the judge said was what we're all thinking.
This is always a traumatic and emotional decision for a judge. You've made it very easy today by your conduct. Because
I know that the death penalty can be very black and white for a lot of people, and I respect that. I myself, I've said it before. This is not the first time I've said it. I sit in a very gray area with it. I think there's a lot of gray in it.
Yeah.
This case really makes me firmly sit in my gray area because I know in fact, Mark Klaas at one point was like, I know prison will, for the rest of his life, will not be like a picnic for him, but it's not enough.
No, it's
like,
not.
And he was like, I want him gone. And in his like statement to him, he even said, he was like, the sooner you are taken off of this earth, the better we all will be for it.
It's true.
And I believe that. And
Yeah.
I mean, not everybody's going to agree with me. No one needs to yell at me about it. This is my opinion. You can have your opinion.
Right.
If you're against the death penalty, I totally respect it. Not only do I respect it, I get it.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
get
thing.
both sides.
I can 100% see both sides of this argument. Because there's cases where I'm like, yeah, that doesn't, no.
It doesn't fit.
Because they can get it wrong. That's
because
the other
the thing is, sometimes it fits and sometimes it doesn't.
Exactly. And they can get it wrong.
But in this case, it's like, cool.
And it's like, but this
Murder
case,
him.
it's like, get that fucker off
Yeah.
the earth. Like, this is an evil
Or just
son
let
of
her
a
dad
bitch.
murder him.
I know, that's the
Like,
other
can that
thing.
be
Like,
allowed?
just let him do
Death
it,
by
man.
dad, not lethal
Death
injection.
by dad. Just do it. And the last little clip I just want to play is Mark Klaas's father, Polly's grandfather, what he had to say about what this piece of shit said about his son.
This is epic.
Court.
I love this
This
man.
guy's awesome. He says it in such like a colorful way, and you're just like, yeah. Here it is.
As far as this man is concerned, I wouldn't wipe him off my shoe. I'd burn the shoes and flush the ashes down the sewer, and I still wouldn't get down to where he is.
What rang through the family when he said those terrible things about Mark?
My wife became hysterical because this man succeeded in what he was trying to do, which was pierce my son through the heart and pierce the rest of the family. It was just plain despicable, and it shows the kind of people child molesters are.
Like, fuck yeah, Grandpa.
I know, literally.
That
Fuck
is
yeah.
exactly how I feel. Like,
I also,
that is just
this
like,
is so weird of me to say, but I really love his voice.
he does have a great voice.
He does.
Like, he should narrate things.
He should host something.
Yeah, he has a wonderful voice. It's very soothing.
Yeah.
And it's exactly like despicable. I was like, that is the perfect word for
When he
that.
says, I wouldn't wipe him off my shoe,
and he
you can
says,
feel the
yes.
emotion. I'm going to start saying that to
You
people.
can. You
I'm going
can-
to be like, I wouldn't wipe you off my shoe.
The emotion in that statement, you're just like, gives you chills. Because you're just like, what he is feeling.
I can't imagine.
Beyond.
And you're, like-
Because not only did he take his granddaughter away from him in the worst way imaginable, but then he says that about his son.
Yeah.
It's like he is just getting like pounded on. This guy is
And he
just
said
making
he's like,
sure.
he pierces our family.
Yeah,
over
and he said
over.
he succeeded. Like he succeeded in doing what he wanted to do. And you can tell because in the court video, you can see this little fucking smirk
It's a
on his
smirk.
face. Like
It is a
he's
smirk.
happy with what he did. And in the courtroom, Richard Allen Davis also would like flip the camera off and like kiss at the camera and stuff. Like he
Ew.
didn't give a shit. He had zero remorse.
I hope he gets like fucking bludgeoned to a bloody pulp every day.
Unfortunately, he's still fucking alive.
That's fine. I hope
Yeah.
he gets beaten up every day.
He's in San Quentin State Prison. He's waiting his execution by lethal injection. He still has not met his fate yet. This case also brought into effect the 3 strikes law, and it was introduced under the Violent Crime Control and Law Enforcement Act of 1994. It basically is mandatory life imprisonment if a convicted felon has been convicted of a serious violent felony and also has 2 or more previous convictions. One of those has to be a violent felony. The other one could be something like a drug offense.
Okay.
But it's 3 strikes, you're out.
Right.
So it's like if you have 2 violent felony on your record and you get caught for some drug offense, you
Right.
go to prison
For life.
for mandatory life sentence. It's one of those things, a lot of people have a lot of feelings about it.
I could see. Yeah,
But
I get it. But
I think it was this case kind of like had something to do with it because it was like this guy
Just
has been in
slipped through the
prison
fucking
how many
cracks.
times for violent things. And it's like he should have been in for like he was
Forever.
let out way too many times.
Right.
And it's like he was let out way too quick.
well, and
many
obviously rehabilitation just is impossible.
times.
For
It wasn't
some people.
happening for him. So it's like, come on. Also, APBs were changed to broadcast to all police channels after
Oh,
this.
okay.
The Polly Klaas Foundation was started by Mark Klaas.
Oh.
The Polly Klaas Foundation, it's in Petaluma, California. It's a national nonprofit. It's basically for the safety of all children, recovering missing children. They try to get public policies in place that will help keep children safe in their communities. They have actually, on their website, it says they've helped save more than 9,500 families of missing children.
Wow.
They counsel families of missing children, help people different ways to find their kids. They work with law enforcement. They help make and distribute posters for missing children.
This is a great foundation.
They have an e-volunteer force that will distribute the posters. They'll help search. They have a hotline that has a 24/7 hotline for these things. Basically, he's just trying to help so that like this doesn't
Anyone.
happen to anybody else, and that he knows what these parents are going through and he wants to help.
What a beautiful, beautiful gesture.
He's also the founder and director of the Klaas Kids Foundation. It's a foundation basically the mission is to stop crimes against children. They have a nationally recognized search and rescue team. They send out search managers. They help send out canine units.
Wow.
They work with the child abduction response teams in local, state, and federal agencies across the country. They will provide on-site and off-site online monitoring and lead submission to agencies conducting anti-child trafficking operation. They have a hotel information system database, which provides agencies with a database to match online images with locations. And all of their services are free of charge.
Oh, okay. That's amazing.
Yeah. So Mark Klaas is like really doing the damn thing. And I guess Eve, Polly's mother, like, is very quiet. She wants to stay away from most of this, but she also is on the board of the Polly Klaas Foundation.
Good.
And the father of Polly's younger sister Annie, who she was separated with at the time, they got back together.
Oh, yeah, that's beautiful.
So I hope they're living a wonderful life together.
I do too.
So Mark Klaas was also very open recently about his opinions on Governor Newsom halting executions. He was fucking pissed.
Oh.
And he came out and was like, he's working on the side of evil. Because in San Quentin is also Scott Peterson. I mean,
a lot of horrible fucking
some
monsters.
Really bad people. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people have different feelings about Scott Peterson because that last documentary came out and everybody all of a sudden doesn't think he did it. But
yeah,
I mean, it's one of those situations that I understand why Mark Klaas is pissed because he's been waiting a long time to see this fucker die. And honestly, I would be in his shoes.
Almost
and I'd be
25 years.
So he was not happy that it hasn't happened yet. Because
he's
also getting up there. It's like he wants to
see it while he's alive, right?
In fact, he said he would... This is probably not funny to most people, but it's funny to me. He said he would bring champagne to the execution.
Oh, yeah, same. I would do the exact same thing if you fucking murdered and raped my child.
Yeah, and especially if you are a parent...
You get it.
Listening, you get it.
Yeah.
Come on. Like, don't tell me you don't get it.
I would
if someone
absolutely
did anything
do that.
to my children, I 100% would toast watching them die. Like, that's without a doubt.
Yep.
So again, this is a case that really definitely brings up like the gray area with, death penalty, where you stand on that. But again, we respect if you stand on against, if you stand on for, or if you're with us in the gray, we get it. I see all the sides for sure. I don't think we can ever just make a final.
No.
Nobody will all agree on what we should do with that. But so that is the horrific story of Polly Klaas.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
The only good thing about it is that some good has come out of it.
Yeah, that's true.
And her father has for sure made sure that her name is attached to as many good things as possible.
I love that.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, if you need a break and you're on Instagram right now because you're like, ooh, I need to look at some makeup tutorials, just pause for a second and follow us on Instagram at
Morbid Podcast.
Hit us up on Twitter.
A Morbid Podcast.
Send us a Gmail, preferably a nice one.
Gmail. morbidpodcast@gmail.com.
Hit up the Facebook group.
It's awesome in there. Morbid Podcast. I don't know.
Facebook.com/morbid podcast. Is that what it is?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. Fucking
it's great.
Find it.
Go on Facebook. Look up Morbid, a true crime podcast. The group comes up. Dude, it's awesome.
And then maybe donate to the Patreon because a lot of exciting fucking things are happening with that at.
Yeah. Patreon.com/morbid podcast.
We hope you keep listening.
And we hope you
keep
it weird.
But not so you're weird that you're a fucking asshole lunatic, even though you did have a bad childhood. It doesn't give you any excuse to be a fucking mean dude and fucking hurt people and don't flip off the camera and make kissy faces and accuse people's dads of bad things that they didn't do because they didn't do that and you're a monster and then you're gonna really get fucked up in prison and it's okay. I hope you do. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.